Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big Gauchos, the stock and investing show that's completely out of pocket to help put money in your pocket. I'm Austin, back with the boys today.
What up, boys? Boy, Big Gaucho Tyler. We back.
Hey, David's here. Hopefully, everyone have a great weekend. And we're going to start off this trading day with a very special guest.
How's it going, guys?
Yes, sir. You might remember from episode 2, but Kunal is back in action.
Yep.
Yay!
Live
Yeah.
from Pennsylvania.
we're all coming to you remote, so we're gonna make it a fun one today.
Yes, we are. And the very first story we have is about Tesla, our favorite company.
Yep, that's right. They're now bigger than Bank of America and American Express combined, as of today on Monday. So that's pretty major news. I haven't heard too much about it, but what do you guys know?
All I know is they have been killing it these past couple days. Honestly, they just broke 1,000, I think, like last week, and now they're basically at 1,800. So almost doubling their money, about 80% up from their original $1,000 last week. They've they've just been crushing it. It's just no stop in sight, and Elon Musk has become a very, very wealthy man.
Yep, no doubt about that. Surpassing
Yes,
Warren Buffett is no small feat.
definitely. Do you think Tesla is going to beat Amazon, pretty soon?
Mm,
To 1 trillion.
No, in terms of share price.
I don't know.
ooh.
At the rate they're growing, they could, but I don't think it's sustainable growth.
No, yeah.
I don't know. It feels a little bit like hype to me, but I could be wrong.
I feel like with the coronavirus, Amazon is just going to take over the rest of the industry because no one's going to want to go out and actually buy things from stores. I think
Mm.
Amazon was kind of, before the coronavirus, Amazon, at least people were like, I want to shop local, but with all the businesses shut down, some of them not to recover, Amazon is actually going to increase their market share in that.
Yeah, I would
Agree.
say so. I mean, there's no way that it can even compete on the same level as they do with the same range of products.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe if we'll have only, 4 or 5 companies. We'll have Amazon, Tesla, Facebook, Google, and Apple maybe just well.
No,
But
yeah,
everything
definitely
else will be
Disney.
just like part of those companies.
Just running the country completely, just those 4.
Yeah, exactly. I think, it'd be cool. It'd be like you guys ever seen Divergent where they have like the 5 factions?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it'd be like the 5 companies.
Jesus.
Hey, that might be all we need to survive.
Monopoly of the whole world with those 5 companies.
Right. Well, it's saying here that they're $286 billion in market value above Home Depot, Intel, and United Health. So maybe you guys are right. Maybe they are on the way to surpass Amazon's share price.
I don't know. It feels like they grew way too fast. I think they're bound to drop pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Even Elon was tweeting that the stock was overpriced. So if he was doing it for the memes, we won't really know, but I think he might have been right.
And I was tweeting about that when Tesla was around $700, and now, it's 1,000 for that. So I don't know. It seems like they're probably extremely overvalued now, but I don't know. We'll see.
I would totally agree.
But
Well,
in other news, in terms of car companies, we have a classic coming back. Ford's little Ranger is coming back to be produced, and it's primarily going to compete against the Jeep Wrangler. It's kind of cool. I haven't seen too many Rangers, honestly.
it's a Bronco. Just
Oh
a
yeah, Bronco,
small
my bad.
asterisk.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
I love the 90s ones. They stopped making them in 96, so it's been quite some time since they've been on the road, but these look really promising, and that MSRP is low enough to they could put Jeep out of business if it's a really cool truck.
Yeah, they said that the way the base of the vehicle is going to be different from the from the Jeep, because apparently the Jeep is all 4 tires are connected to one big axle essentially.
Yeah.
But with the Bronco, the front 2 tires will be on separate axles from the rear tires, so you can have greater mobility, I guess, going over bumps and whatnot.
Yeah, and greater flexibility, like depending on the angle that you're on from the independent suspension. Yeah, it looks super cool, and it uses a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with
Oh.
Ford's EcoBoost, similar to the Ranger. So putting out about 310 horsepower, and you're still getting great gas mileage, and you got your Bronco.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great car from what you're telling me, Austin. I know
Yeah.
Jeeps are not good on gas, and they are a rough driver overall.
Mm-hmm.
So just having that from the Ford producing better gas mileage and just a smoother ride overall with more flexibility definitely will give them a run for their money against Jeep. We'll see how that goes though. I mean, it definitely looks cool, no doubt about it.
They are. I think they'd sell a lot of units just off nostalgia.
Is that a 2-seater inside?
What'd you say?
Is the Bronco a 2-seater?
No. So the way they were in the 90s is they had a second row in the back, but it's just a 2-door, so it's like sporty. But there was pictures online of a 4-door model too. So that really does show you how hard they're trying to compete with Jeep and their 4-door model too.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, the boys here know I used to ride in a Jeep, and I miss my Jeep, but the thing that always happened to it every single year is it had some kind of problem, either transmission or some leaky, what do you call it, leaky tube that we had to replace, or, gas casket, of course, or let's see what else there was. Oh, the battery had to get replaced. It seems like Jeep has a lot of problems in their cars that, they break down a lot. So, Broncos, might take the Wrangler out of this.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see because I'm personally a fan, but I don't know that Chrysler is necessarily known for making high quality, cars anymore, like you're saying. They've had a lot of problems ever since they switched off of the AMC engines for the Jeeps in 2006. So I think Dave's got a valid point. Ford's just gonna, if they can even make it more reliable than Jeep in any way, they're just gonna take over.
So is Ford a buy?
I think Ford's a buy. I think the Bronco's going to sell like crazy. People have been waiting on it for like a decade.
Yeah. I mean, when are they going to release it? Next year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
2021.
Ooh, so this might be a great time to buy it.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Next Red Day, buy some Ford.
Definitely.
Yep. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I don't care if it's green or red. Well, I'm glad that we have some more insurance news, and it's not about lemonade. We got Multiplan merging with Churchill Capital in an $11 billion deal. I don't.
Wow.
Does that include debt? Do you know?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So is Churchill Capital? I'm assuming they're pretty heavy in the insurance industry too.
Kind of. Yeah, they do asset management essentially.
Okay, I get you.
So, yeah, it's pretty similar. And yeah, I didn't really know what Multiplan did, but I guess essentially what they do is they help insurance companies or health insurance companies kind of mitigate against health insurance claims to try to save the company's money, which, people who have health problems and have to make claims, this is why you're getting screwed over.
Yep. They don't want to pay out when it comes time, but they'll take your premium every month.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's interesting. I guess it's always interesting when we see condensation within kits. And there was quite a bit of debt to be bought out. I think it was just shy of $3 billion.
Sheesh.
Wow.
So
I wonder. Do you think it's going to be like a monopoly then?
Oh no, I don't think. No, not yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think insurance is a pretty big sector, but that's a good chunk of market share right there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, that's just interesting.
Yep, it is. It is. But at least they're not doing anything fraudulent, like Luckin Coffee or like Mohawk Industries now. They're getting accused of fraudulent sales information and getting one of those good old SEC investigations. But what I like to think is, Tesla got an SEC investigation and then they went up to $1,700 a share. So
Holy.
I think it's a buy.
Yeah. I mean, for people who don't know, Mohawk Industries is kind of into flooring. They'll do carpeting, tile, hardwood, or they'll laminate floors, with epoxy or whatnot. And yeah, so they just kind of fraudulated sales they did, and the SEC, they're their hammer, and they're going to start swinging it. And Mohawk down, or Mohawk Incorporated, is the first one on the block.
I had no idea. I don't know why you would make up floor sales, but I guess it'd be pretty easy to do. It's not like people track that stuff anyway.
Yeah, you would think so, but I guess the SEC, they sniffed something, and now they're going to take Mohawk and take him to Pound Town.
The
Or they'll come out of
SEC
this and then go crazy.
the SEC won't let me be me, so let me see. Thanks, Em. Yeah, I mean, I guess we shouldn't put it past them. I mean, if you think about it, Luckin made up selling cups of coffee, so anybody with half a brain can do it, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess it's just a reminder that making up sales is a no.
I think I'll buy Mohawk if Tyler does.
What are they trading at right now?
Let me look.
I believe it was somewhere around 40, but don't quote me on that.
76,
$40?
60. 76,
Holy.
60. Yeah.
No
Okay.
way. Dude, their stock's gonna drop so much more.
Nah, it's gonna go up for sure.
Well, listen to this. They stopped trading at $76 today, but after hours they bottomed out at 68.
Dude, I mean, when Luckin Coffee was trading at around $50, and then the fraudulent stuff came out, they dropped to $20 and $3 within the week.
Really?
So I think, yeah, they were a high trading company. They were literally like, I think it was $50 or $80, and then they dropped to me. So I think that's what's gonna happen with Mohawk. If it drops that much, then I might buy. You never know, because people Robinhood users love to buy bankrupt companies. It's just what they do.
Mhm.
So if they see this company drops 90% in 2 days, you can bet a lot of money that it's gonna go up like 30% for no reason.
No, that is a good point. That's why I'm saying like we should probably buy it tomorrow, like middle of the afternoon when stuff's usually down.
Oh yeah, definitely buy. Text me Austin tomorrow if you're gonna buy, and I'll buy with you. David, are you in?
Maybe, but I think the reason why
Samo?
why people are buying like all these trash companies is because there's like a Reddit going on where people just post like dumb trades
Yep,
in hopes of making money.
It's called Wall Street Bets. I'm a
that's
big fan of it. Yeah, I send the boys memes from there all the time. But people glorify all their multiple $100,000 losses, and it's yeah. I mean the trades are so stupid. But if they're telling me to buy Mohawk Industries tomorrow, I might just have to do it.
Yeah, honestly, I'd just see someone buying $200,000 worth of Mohawk Industries tomorrow, and they're gonna post it and say goodbye ?
Is this the end? I'll cash out my portfolio and put it all in Mohawk if Kunal does it with me, but that's the only exception.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I've never bought individual stocks before, so
Yeah, we gotta.
my current strategy is working out quite nicely. So I don't know if I should change it up.
we gotta convert them from mutual funds.
Once you do stocks, you'll never go back.
It's true.
I did ETFs once, but
Which ETFs were you into?
I just got the S&P 500 VU.
Oh, nice.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
And the only reason I did that is because I asked my financial advisor at 340, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, you can't buy mutual funds anymore, so you can buy the S&P 500 one." So I was like, "All right, let's do that one then." And so I bought that one, and then a week later I sold it for I bought about $1,000 there, and then a week later I sold like a $20 profit. So
Nice.
I got a 2% rate of return in a week, which is bad, you know.
That ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
take that. I'll take that any day. I have to maybe if we can convert Kunal to buying regular stocks, then we'll just have to day trade mutual funds.
Do a little swippity swap.
Yeah, I'll do it. I want to learn. I'm with it.
It's fun.
Wow, that's a big deal. Well, I know we were talking about Disney a couple episodes ago, how Disney World in Orlando is opening up, but now on the Hong Kong side, Disneyland in Hong Kong is closing tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. They're closing again soon because of coronavirus concerns. They're open for almost a month, but numbers are going up. Can't do it anymore.
Yeah. The funny thing is that they're closing only after 180 cases of new confirmed cases. But the one in Orlando is still open after the state of Florida. Was it 16 cases in one day or something crazy like that?
Yeah, they
had
got
a new record.
Yeah, 15,300 on Friday.
That's so crazy.
What else is going? Isn't there something weird going on with Hong Kong? Like,
Oh yeah, the protest.
Yeah, they're protesting.
pro-democracy.
So.
yeah, I heard something about that, but
Yeah, they had a vote for some kind of vote. I think it was to get pro-democracy members onto the city council, I believe. But I'm not familiar with what exactly was going on. But I just know that it turned out. And apparently it was like very illegal to do that, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Because of the new laws that China passed. I can't remember what it was called, but it restricted freedoms in Hong Kong.
yeah. Dang.
But
Lucky to have the Constitution, I suppose.
yeah,
This is gonna hurt Disney's stock.
Yeah, I would assume so.
probably, because I know their theme parks make up, it's a good amount of money. It's not something to just scoff at.
Well, if you think about it, ESPN isn't doing anything except, suspending Waj. But, they're not making any movies either. Pixar's not open, so pretty much just have the theme parks.
Do you think they're gonna reclose the Florida Orlando one?
Probably not.
I know they're
You know
trying
what?
to. People are trying to get close.
Florida's out of control right now, dude. That's scary.
I thought we were bad.
I know we're actually going down. We're not pulling in 4,000 cases anymore. We had 1,800 today, so
That's good.
not as bad. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not 15,000 people in one day.
Jesus Christ.
Florida does not care at all.
Well, I think Florida was also testing a lot, and that was what I heard.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I
So,
know
like,
we're slow on
careful with
testing here. Yeah.
No, that's definitely true. We definitely are slow in testing. But I saw this one meme. You guys might be able to back me up on the movie name. It was our NASCAR driver that Will Ferrell played.
Oh,
Ricky
Talladega
Bobby.
Nights. Yeah, Ricky
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah. There was a meme, and it was like, Florida has 16,000 confirmed new cases, and it was a picture of Ricky Bobby, and he said, "If you ain't first, you're last."
I love that. At least they still have NASCAR going on. Maybe we can get Will Ferrell to do a cameo on the show.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I don't watch NASCAR, but I might start watching it. If it's the only sport going on, like, I may have to do it for the boys.
Well, NBA is coming back under the dome, and also MLB is coming back, so it'll be all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if Disney drops like $5, I think you should buy.
So
They
how
dropped the thing.
sure are we that all these companies are coming back? I feel like everything has been so volatile. I feel like one moment it changes, like within the last week, the Redskins changed their name. Like I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, I saw that on the news.
The
I
Patriots
don't.
signed Cam Newton.
Yeah, I'm happy about that one. But
I am too.
you a Patriots fan?
No, I'm a Cam Newton fan, but like
Okay.
I want him to do good.
I'm a Patriots fan, so we're on the same page at least.
Bonding.
Yeah. Cardinals all
Yeah,
the way though.
I think Disney will definitely come back, just because they're such a brand name company, and a lot of investors think of them as a blue chip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think definitely there is some overinflation going on. These companies shouldn't be doing this well.
No, they shouldn't. It's all thanks to Robinhood, and everyone spending their stimulus checks. But I'm buying calls on Mohawk tomorrow, and I'm gonna buy Ford the next red day.
Also, Delta Airlines is having events tomorrow morning. Definitely could be a good opportunity for a put.
Yeah, they're having
Yeah.
meetings tomorrow.
Their earnings.
Oh, earnings. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, my connection's messed up over here. I'll have to be following that closely on the old RH.
Yeah, I mean they're at 26 right now. They're probably gonna drop off to like 22 or 23 after they show that they have lost more than anybody can imagine.
When was the last time they did an earnings call? Do you know?
5 years ago.
Quarter one, they were at. I think they were negative.
Really?
Yeah.
Before Corona even started?
I don't know. I mean, quarter one, it looked we were negative. I don't know what it says, but on the graph, it looks pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, they very well could have been, unfortunately they're one of those companies that, they're buying junk bonds in. So I mean, they were already getting downgraded before this started for Moody's, so it happens. But you know what we do? Only buy companies that get bailed out, so I think we're safe if we buy Delta and just hope for bankruptcy. Okay. Yeah, Delta and Mohawk.
I don't know. I miss my Americans. That's my angel. We only like airline companies who beat up their own passengers.
That was United, though. I thought, right? It was United.
Yeah, it was United.
It?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was American.
No, it was United. I thought. Yeah.
That's Tyler. That's Tyler that bought the stock in the airline that beats people up.
United.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing good though.
Yeah.
Can't complain. They're making me money. Go beat up as many people as you want.
Yeah, I guess they have the
Now, just a quick disclaimer: we condone violence. We're actually very against the mistreatment of any passenger or customer of any company.
Unless they make us money.
we do enjoy the money that is being made. I mean, let's be real though. Karma is real, and look what the virus is doing to all of these airlines. They're losing millions of dollars every day. Like, they shouldn't have beat up those passengers. This is what they get.
That's true.
So you're telling me you'd rather lose money and have them beat up no passengers than get money and have them beat up passengers every day?
Yes.
Tyler is pro airline attendant violence.
No.
I respect that. Good Samaritan here.
I am for the people.
Yeah, man, I'd compromise my morals to do that too.
I feel that. No, yeah, definitely.
I'm just kidding. We're giving Tyler too hard of a time.
Yeah, I know we are. But it definitely is terrible what happened to that doctor from was it from China or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but anyway, speaking of coronavirus, it's getting pretty bad here in America again. Well, it hasn't really gotten better, but
we're still number one, baby. Let's go.
We're still number one, but New York is imposing some new restrictions that are pretty interesting. I thought we should talk about. So, New York apparently is going to require all airline passengers flying in from, in the states in the country to have to do this little survey. On the survey, they're going to be asking where you came from, if you had contact with COVID patients, essentially, and then where you'll be staying. And you need to fill out this little form survey before you leave the airport. Otherwise, I guess somehow they'll know you didn't. I'm not sure how they will know, but they'll know, and they'll fine you up to $2,000, and you have to go to court. And the judge may sentence you
Death.
14 days quarantine.
Oh jeez. Yeah, I mean you'd be so tied up in like the legal stuff down there. I mean it would take more than 14 days to even do that. But
No, definitely. So just be careful. And then the 18 states that they are requiring people to do this from are from Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, California, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, Nevada, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah. So that was a mouthful, but
yeah, that's most of the major states. I can see why they're doing it to be safe, but I don't know how, like you said, I don't know how they would even check that unless they're comparing it against like tickets that were sold with people's names on them. Then they would know
Yeah.
where they're coming from, I'm assuming.
I know they instructed the airliners to hand out these survey forms to passengers who are flying into New York. So that's what I'm guessing is going to happen.
Yeah.
Is they'll just have them fill it out on the plane and then collect it, and then I don't know what they'll do with it then. But I guess they're just trying to mitigate against another outbreak, because New York was the first state to get hit pretty hard by it.
Yeah, definitely. Or maybe they're trying to do better tracking of the virus and like where the cases are appearing, and that's why they're asking where you're staying and all that.
Yeah, that's another possibility, but I don't know. It's kind of scary.
Yep, it is really scary. Definitely in unprecedented times. But speaking of unprecedented times, we got unprecedented big winners, big losers, and sleepers. So at least you can make yourself some money while you're in quarantine.
Yeah, let's hit that soundtrack.
There we go. Melco Resorts and Entertainment first up, 16.21% in the green.
That's some yummy.
Smells like a casino stock to me.
We love casinos.
Yeah, no, we definitely do. We may like it a little too much, but that's okay. You know, we're dealing with our problems.
yeah, we'll get to the gambling addiction later. You know that comes on later in the episode. I don't know if it would be a buy. My MGM's going down, and I know Win was going down a little bit too. So I don't know about casinos right now because everything's still pretty rocky as far as number of cases go.
Yeah, I mean,
People are getting
MGM for me
scared.
was my only green stock today.
Really?
I had none.
Yeah, we're up 18 cents today.
Okay. All right, there you go. Yeah, I honestly wasn't looking today, so I know that makes me a bad big gaucho, but
It ended at $16.66. So I don't know if that's a good number or not to land on.
oh, because it was trading for $23 a share like a month ago, and I didn't sell.
Oh, I know. I should have sold too.
Now I get to be a stupid bag holder.
Oh well, we're in for the long term.
I suppose so. You know, time in the market is sometimes better than timing the market.
Yeah. I mean,
So what's this? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tyler.
No, I was about to say I still don't know what to do with this Dow Jones. We'll get into that later in the video.
Oh yes,
All right.
we will. It's gonna be heated.
I'm looking forward to that. But before we get to that, the second biggest winner is, you know, one of our favorites in the biopharmaceutical companies, and it's Moderna, up 14.65% on the day.
Yep, they're a favorite of the show.
Yeah, and the reason why they kind of went up today is some analysts predicted that there's a really good possibility that Moderna's COVID vaccine will become approved in early 2021 and will be used to vaccinate against coronavirus. But, you know, you just be careful because it's not confirmed whether the vaccine actually works yet. and it's not confirmed whether they'll get approval, and it's not confirmed whether they'll win contracts. So it's just hype, honestly.
Honestly, that's usually I bet against things. Is like, again, I only do mutual funds, but whenever I see the Dow going up, it's like in hopes of a vaccine, and it's always followed by the next day saying, vaccine hopes diminish. So I feel like people irrationally bet on this vaccine, the smallest hope, and then the Dow goes up and I sell, and the next day it goes back down because the vaccine hope has gone away, and then I rebuy it. And most times I'm going to get screwed over by it, but until then, I've made a lot of money just betting and buying in based on people's false hope of a vaccine. So yeah, definitely be careful with that one.
No, yeah, you're not wrong at all. That's totally spot on. It's all speculative. And even a couple episodes we weren't even talking about Moderna. We were talking about Gilead because remdesivir was looking, promising. And that was last week, and we had a great Green Day, and then the next day it comes crashing down. So, Kunal's right. It's just about people gambling on the vaccines.
Mm-hmm. But let's check out our biggest losers. And the first one we have is Agora, trading under the ticker API, and they are down 13.7%.
Yes, sir. Well, what do they do, Dave? Tell us about it.
So they do a couple things. They are into publishing, and also they do some real estate.
Okay, I can get behind that.
So, yeah, I mean it's a little bit different, but they had a pretty bad day.
Yeah, it's diversified in an interesting way.
Mm-hmm. They have a couple subsidiaries, but I don't know. It's interesting, and they're what of a I don't know how you would say like older company maybe. I don't know if I would say it's old, but it was founded in 1978. So would you say that's old?
Yeah, they're vintage.
Some vintage.
Yeah, that's a classic car. I mean, compared to us, it's ancient.
Yeah, it's twice our age essentially.
Yeah, yep. You're spot on with that. And then we got Shift 4 Payments coming in number 2 on a big loser, down 13.01%. Online credit card and transaction processor, which we're always talking about Spotify and Amazon going through the roof, and all these new e-commerce businesses people are starting in their free time. So I bet it'll have its day soon. Might want to buy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's cool. Definitely a good buy, I think. People are always going to use credit cards, and with COVID, people are using less cash because some restaurants or fast food joints or supermarkets are giving out change just because there's a shortage apparently from the Treasury.
Yep.
Saw that at Wendy's, right, Dave?
Yeah, I saw the Wendy's a couple of weeks ago, and then I've been seeing it off and on, and I guess it's kind of surprising. I don't know. I never really realized that they have a shortage of coins. It's kind of weird.
I didn't either. I guess I just figured they could keep minting the coins into oblivion, but I got a big coin jar sitting on my dresser that's been here for quite some time. So maybe now's the time to profit off coins. Maybe start selling pennies for 2 cents because there's a shortage.
You just hit up the Treasury. We'll sell you our pennies for 3 cents a penny.
3 cents for a penny and quarters are 50 cents. Come on, man! I gotta make some money too.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty funny.
It would. Oh, boys, I'm getting really tired. Feeling sleepy. Let's do some sleepers and take a little nap here. First off, we got Albertsons. It's kind of my favorite. I don't know about the boys, but I've been waiting for them to. I've been waiting for them to have their drop so I can get in on that. Just because with them owning Safeway and having a huge national presence, I feel like you can't really go wrong.
Yes, sir. I mean, they going down slowly and steady. So they were at 16, and then went up to 15, and now they're at 14. There was a little drop at 13, but they bounced back up to 4. So I think over time those continue to drop. My guess is they're going to drop at around 10. So once they get to that $10 mark, I'm all in.
Yeah,
You're all in.
I'm all in.
All right.
I don't know if I'm all in, but yeah, I'm the same as Tyler. I think $10 is the sweet spot, like point of resistance. And personally, if you're an investor that bought the IPO, you got kind of screwed. I mean, it dipped on the first day. That was already a bad sign. Lost like 25% on the first day.
Yeah, it's not a good sign. So you're saying I should go to a loan shark, pull out some, maybe like $10,000 and put it all in Albertsons?
Yeah, I would do that, and then also I would max out all of your margin on your account and just trade completely on margin with everything that you have. Leverage your entire portfolio and buy Albertsons. Literally cannot fail.
Definitely. I might have some people knocking on my door with baseball bats and crowbars, but at least I'll have a pretty good share of Albertsons.
Dude, you're gonna have like two big Italian dudes waiting outside your apartment, like waiting to kill you. Their sunglasses on in the Cadillac. Oh God, that would not be good. Don't take any of that advice, please. That's another obvious disclaimer. In case you didn't know, we weren't brokers already. Well, we also got Ford up next. Obvious reasons. Bronco coming in hot, and overall, they've always had the #1 best-selling truck in the United States. So I don't see an end in sight for the lucky streak.
Yeehaw, F-150.
Mm-hmm.
They're trading at $6 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if they drop off to around 5, I might put some money in.
If they drop off to 89 cents, I might put some money.
I hope I drop down to 89 cents.
Yeah, do you still own Ford?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
It was my very first trade, and I've held on to it for, I don't know, 5 years, maybe 4 years.
damn. How's the return on that?
What price did you buy in at?
It was around 1080, I think.
Not bad.
But I got a lot of dividends, so I think originally I bought 100 shares, and I think now I'm close to like 130 or 140 shares.
That ain't too bad. I'll take it.
So you're looking at around like $8-7 average.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No, sir. Pretty good return. Dividends alone make up for it. And then I got to apologize for the third one on here. I'm stupid. I put shift 4 on here again. You guys already know they're a buy, but that's the L for me. Buy it. People always got credit cards.
I agree.
Hey man, it happens. But there's always one company that never fails us and never screws up ever, and has always been loyal for us 100% of the time. It's almost like we're the ship, and they're anchoring us to reality.
I love the puns.
Yes, sir. I'm running out of them, but Anchor is never running out of time to sponsor us. So we got Anchor up right now. Let's hit that ad. Oh boy, the time we've all been waiting for. You finally got all 4 of us on here to do the Dow Jones number predictions and what we think is going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah. So I want to go first. Okay, everyone. My prediction is it's going to go up 300 points, and it's going to at 26,400. Final answer locked in.
Final answer.
Yeah.
don't let Kunal go last.
Do you want me to go next?
Yeah. I want to know what you think.
I know your strategy, Austin. So
I'll go after you.
I said yesterday it was going to be at 25,800. I feel like cases are spiking, and things are shut down, and there's just so much chaos that I just don't think the Dow is going to go back up, especially after it in the last hour today. So I am going to say 25,800, the same prediction as I made yesterday. Tomorrow, I think I'm actually going to hit it. I'm locked in at 25,800.
Okay, that's respectable. I like the bear approach. I'm probably thinking the same thing, just because we haven't really been hearing any positive news aside from vaccines. I'm gonna go with 25,799. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go with 25,550, just because it's a repeating number.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I am gonna go 2685.8.
Wait,
Say
what?
that again.
26,085.8.
So no gain at all.
I'm staying even, boys.
Oh, you're pulling an Austin.
I'm pulling an Austin. The way you think, Austin.
Dude, it paid off today. I was only 10 points off.
That's pretty
Yeah,
close.
I mean,
I think.
I'm just looking at the graph. This is the week graph, right? And
Yep.
like, I don't know if you can see it. It might be a little backwards, but you got this huge down spike. I think it just might just level off. I don't know if it would go down more.
It's funny. It's funny looking at it backwards. It looks like red gains.
Oh, I know.
All right. Well,
So I just got to say, since I haven't had a chance to be in this section before,
yeah.
go
ahead.
and usually you guys would talk about without me. I started investing in February and started the Dow game. I'd only been in the market for 4 months, and now I'm kicking all these guys. Just wanted to brag a little bit, all these guys do this podcast every single day. It's like, and been investing for years, and just got into the game in February. I didn't even know what the Dow was in January, and now I'm predicting it better than them. So I don't know what else to say. Last piece of investing advice from me: the Dow goes up 500 points, you sell. Goes down 500 points, you buy. It's so volatile, you'll end up making money. I've made about 2% rate of return per week. Or you can do the long, troublesome process like they do of buying stocks. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Can we get up 40%, though, Kunal?
Can we get security to remove him from the building?
I'm just putting that out there. Like we're up 40% overall on all our investments. It's still pretty solid gains.
So you think you'd be able to predict the Dow better?
Hey, money talks, Kunal. These are just numbers.
We can still predict those stocks. I'll give it to Kunal. He is good at predicting the Dow. Does have good advice about buying low and selling high. 500-point swings are very common. So we thank him for his advice, but he's only going to be on the leaderboard so long. It's
So I mean,
I'm saying 2 weeks, and he's third place.
I have $1,000. I only play with $1,000, but over the last 4 months, I've made $375. So that's 37.5%. So maybe it's not quite as good as you guys, but I'm playing mutual funds. I'm day trading mutual funds, so
That's a great return.
Yeah,
not
bad. That is really good.
If only I played at $2,000, to be at a little bit higher than that. I'd be like at $750 almost.
Or $5 million.
Yeah. I was trying to play it safe because I was just new to the game, but
just
now that I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are gonna lose your jobs soon. I'm gonna have my own podcast in a few months.
All right. We'll come be guests on your podcast next.
Yeah, Kunal is going to start a YouTube channel, so when that comes out, we'll definitely give him a shout out. Have everybody here subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, sounds good. It's gonna be about economics. So
there you go. We can bounce stuff off each other. It'll be great. Well, on that note, it's great having you on today, and we want to thank everyone for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Leave us a voice message on anchor.fm/gauchos or biggauchos.com if you want to send an investing tip. We might play it on the show. Tyler, a famous disclaimer, please.
All right, you guys. Just quick disclaimer, because we love disclaimers. We are not licensed brokers. So I said on this podcast is our opinions from our experiences. We've made some money, we've lost some money. We've gone through a pretty long process, all of us. So we do our best to give you guys the most information, make the best decisions. But at the same time, we are not liable for any losses, but we are 100% liable for all gains because, we love gains.
That's right.
Please like and subscribe. We love the support. Keep it coming. We love doing this for y'all. And Dave, please let the viewers know what the Instagram is.
Yeah, so the Instagram is at Big Gauchos. So go over, check it out. Leave some comments, like the videos, like the pictures. We post updates when new YouTube videos come out. So just go over, give it a follow.
Yes, sir. And if you're listening on streaming, remember to share it with somebody that could benefit from the advice. Or if you see something you like or something you don't like, remember to rate us on Apple Podcasts 1 to 5 stars and just write a short summary for us. On that note, Kunal, any last words?
No, thanks for having me on, guys.
Sweet. Always a
thanks,
fun
Kunal.
time. It was long overdue, but we're glad to have you back.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, that's a good night from Arizona and Pennsylvania, and we hope you made some money today. Peace.
All right. See you guys.